Hi, it's Adam Pretorius, the LKR Realtors, and this is the third of our three-part video series with the reveal of the Iowa River remodel project by Elevation Home Builders. I'm really excited to show you the inside of this house, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're heading to Amy's house at 2019 Laurence to see the final reveal. I'm excited. It's got very positive feedback, and just this weekend we received an offer on it, and I got a text from an agent this morning that we might get a backup offer as well. I just think the space turned out so great. And I love these views and the tall windows and the vaulted ceilings. There's a lot to be proud about here. It really turned out sharp.
Thanks. It is a great space. So I mean, it can hold a lot of furniture too.
And the foyer, I was kind of against this when you did it, but I love that you added an arch to kind of just define an entryway rather than just walk right into space.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know there's no reason for this beam, but it helps define the room better.
100%.
This whole area over here has been completely reimagined, right?
Yes.
So now we come in and we don't have just coming in the living room. You have a big wide open space. You had all the compartmentalized rooms over here, and then you added additions. Talk a little bit about that.
So you're kind of standing in the old kitchen.
Which was all right here, right?
Right.
You walked in the garage, you were right in the kitchen.
The back corner of the house over here, this was the kitchen, and where the kitchen currently is was the old screen-in porch.
Right, but there also was a dining room here and here. It was like too many of the same thing right next to each other.
Kitchen, I guess you'd call it, and a dining room. And this dining room was closed off by walls on all sides. There was just 2 doors to get to this area, so it was a very small space.
The kitchen is maybe almost 2.5 times the size of the original kitchen. It's an open kitchen. It's much more modern and really versatile for today's modern family.
Well, this house is for entertaining. So we have this gigantic island where you can sit on 3 different sides. We have this beautiful range that's 36 inches wide. I mean, it's commercial grade with the window right in front of it. I wanted to get as many windows in this house as possible because at the end of the day, this property is about the views. It's about where we are. Location, location, location.
So what was your inspiration on the cabinets? I see we have a green custom color.
I saw the green and I've been wanting to do it for the last few years, and this was the opportunity. There's green outside this house and we brought a little bit of green inside this house.
You know, my favorite element in the kitchen though is these giant legs on the kitchen island, which, I mean, it almost looks like a giant dining room table.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea, and mixing genres here. We were almost worried they were going to be too big, but at the end of the day, I'm really glad we went with this size.
Tell me a little bit about your appliances. This is what, all the new Gen Air 2020 models?
Yes, it is. So just super luxurious commercial type line. Even the refrigerators kind of got this dark, smoky look inside of it. So it's a really nice line of appliance.
So also in this kitchen, you did a reclaimed farmhouse door.
This house was built in the early 80s, and there, besides the brick fireplace, there wasn't much that we kept. So it's so new. So I wanted to add a little bit of something old back into the house. So we picked up this door from Restore in Iowa City, and we repurposed it here for the pantry door.
So what I also love that you did in this pantry is that you have a garage pass-through again. So somebody who wants to unload their groceries can just load them right into the pantry from the garage.
Absolutely. So same thing in the pantry. We kind of upgraded the shelving a little bit in case they keep the door open. This is a lot of extra space in here, but you're right. That little pass-through is like a lifesaver.
I'm so happy that you added a pantry because a walk-in pantry is so important to today's homeowner. But you also added 2 other very important things. And that is you relocated the powder room all the way to this side. And we now have a laundry room on the main level, which used to be in the basement, and we have a mudroom. Let's take a look. I mean, this built-in locker has just turned out so nice.
So, like we said before, this is the old kitchen. We did slide the garage door over just a little bit, but like you said, we had the laundry was downstairs. The powder room I actually stole and made part of the master bathroom because the master bathroom was so tiny before. So we had to get a powder room back for guests to use. And so yeah, this space basically, I think there's a lot kind of happening in a very little space, but we have powder room, mud room, and then laundry room.
And the laundry room is a good size. You also added a utility sink, which I love, and you have that subway tile that you're echoing throughout. And then the powder room, you did some green in here to kind of keep that green theme going throughout.
Yeah, I wanted to echo it a little bit, get a nice like rich color on the wall to really play off that beautiful brushed brass and gold color we have going on. And we went with a really eclectic sink. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I love the sink. So the powder room is relocated so that you could double the size of the master bath.
Yes.
Let's go take a look at the master bath.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the owner's suite turned out really sharp. I love the accent wall you did for the headboard and the large window that gets a great view of the backyard.
Yeah, turned out great.
And then the master bath.
Yep.
We have a double vanity, which there's only a single before, right? And then the birch cabinets are just beautiful.
Yes.
Of course, we have today's luxury bidet toilet seat. It has the heated seat and all those kind of modern conveniences, but it's the shower that everyone's talking about. So
100%.
Tell me about the shower.
This is that area where I stole from the prior powder room, and I had a great one on the other side of the house. So it got bigger. This master bathroom got much bigger than it used to be, but still wasn't big enough to get kind of a shower separate tub sort of feature. So instead, we went with this really big shower, and it's not only a shower, it's a steam shower.
And I think that's just awesome. I think people are gonna love that. I mean, you have a rain shower, you have a second shower head, you have a handheld,
Oh, yeah.
there's a seat in there. And then, I mean, the most impressive part of this space is this grid black shower door.
Oh yeah.
What was your inspiration there?
I have been wanting to do this for a couple of years, and it was just echoing those same beautiful windows that we have all over this house and bring it into the bathroom. And I love how it turned out.
How many hours did it take for them to install that?
An entire day.
So 10 hours to put up a shower.
Too bad.
Glass shower door. Well, it turned out really, really sharp, and I think this is a huge selling point for this house.
There was a lot of controversy in the bathroom because I have a lot of very neutral tones. I have white tile with white grout going on here, just a little bit of color in the cabinetry. But it's because I knew this shower wall was coming in here last minute, and it got here, and I think it works perfect.
And it's so loud, and you want that to be the focus point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it turned out just great. So, well, let's go look at the basement. This space was fixed so much by just moving around the walls. I mean, remember before we used to walk into like this hall, and it was just a wall right here. Well, why on a wooded lot would you not want to walk downstairs to the view? I mean, you don't want to walk into a wall, you want to walk right into the view.
If you take a look at the bar area, we went ahead and kind of brought some of that green color from the upstairs down here a little bit. So, fell in love with this tile and had to use it somewhere in this house.
I love the gooseneck lights, and all the colors just blend so well together.
Well, it's hard to go wrong with walnut.
Yeah, beautiful floating shelves.
Right.
But this isn't my favorite room down here. My favorite room, of course, is the bunk bedroom, which you did again this year.
The bunk bedroom.
So, I mean, you can have a whole family here for the holidays. I just think this turned out great.
It is, and we have it with full-size mattresses, but this could fully fit queen-size mattresses. You could have 4 queen-size mattresses in this room. And what's neat about these bunk beds, they're not that scary bunk bed with the weird rickety ladder. We've got this awesome built-in staircase in between them, and it's a really big room. I think it really occupies the space really well. Not to mention it has egress, it has a walk-in closet, so this is a fully fledged bedroom too when it comes to how many bedrooms are in this house, which is a total of 4.
It makes a good guest bedroom. But they turned out really well. I really like how it looks, and it's a big showpiece for the house.
Yeah, they're fun. Bunk bedrooms are fun.
Absolutely. Well, let's go look outside, because that's the best part about this house. So you
Right.
had to have a big deck. I love that you did this big deck here. So tell me a little bit about your outdoor spaces.
So if you remember the old deck, it used to go in front of the living room space, and it was just more of like a boardwalk, a 6-foot wide deck that you really can't do much with other than walk on. So we got rid of that. The structure was just kind of old and rickety. So this is an entirely brand new structure, green treat below, composite on top, aluminum railing. This thing is ready for the elements. So and there's a lot of trees, a big canopy going on this property. So this can handle everything that this property has to throw at it.
No, it's a great space. It's low maintenance. I love that you threw a gas line so somebody can have a gas grill out here.
Right.
And tell me about why did you choose a spiral staircase?
A lot of builders are not putting staircases on decks because you're obstructing views with staircases. It's gonna have to go and land somewhere, and usually it's in front of a bunch of windows, but that's what's so important about this house, are the windows, the views. So the spiral staircase gives me egress to the lower level from this deck without having to go through the house, but it's also a very compact area over here off the corner of the house, not obstructing anybody's views.
I think it looks sharp. It's a very modern twist.
Yeah.
And then you added more outdoor spaces.
Yeah.
So tell me about what else you've done.
We just kind of wanted a little outdoor space with maybe a future place to have a fire pit or something. So we have a brand new concrete patio right out here. It's beyond the deck, so it's gonna get sun sometimes and whatnot, which is kind of what you're after. We've got some shady spaces and we want some sun spaces. And it's right down there and it's ready for entertaining.
And so you also cleaned up the lot, which is a huge difference. I mean, we couldn't even see the river before. And now you cleaned it up, you thinned it out. This is what a healthy forest should look like. And then you added the no-mow grass, just for low maintenance and shade covering to help with erosion. And we got the view of the river back, which is the main point of this lot.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to be this close to the river and not be able to enjoy the views. I mean, in the wintertime, the bald eagles, it's amazing. So, and the underbrush that was here before, it was choking out the larger mature trees. So this is a much healthier forest area now.
Yeah, you did a great job with it. So, I mean, this is what the house is all about, is these beautiful river views. And what I love about everything you've done here is we're helping revitalize communities that were built 40 years ago and give them a new life and a fresh take for today's buyers and help keep them going for another 50 years.
Absolutely. There's no reason most of the time to tear down, destroy, and start all over again. This house had great bones and we're showcasing them.
I think the house just turned out really great. So congratulations, you have an offer. There's a lot to be excited about.
Yep.
So now my job's cut out for me. Let's find another one.
All right, do it.
All right, well, good work.
All right, see ya.